How's it going, guys? I'm Brandon, and welcome to the Darkness podcast. It has been a while since we've actually taken the time to sit down and do a podcast, and I think that's going to change as of late, and we're going to start trying to post these pretty often. So make sure you're checking around, subscribe to the channel on whatever platform you're on. We're on basically anything: Spotify, iTunes, Apple, whatever. I said that twice. Apple, iTunes. Anyway, check us out. I'm going to kind of leave these also a little unedited just for the raw sense of the point and just to kind of speed up the process of getting these up and not have to worry about the perfection out the gate, at least for now. So let me know what you think. Make sure you jump in our Discord server. The link for that will be in the description of this podcast. And with that out of the way, let's get into the conversation. I posted a tweet today, or I tweeted a quote, actually, and it is a Wayne Gretzky quote. Wayne Gretzky quote. Oh my gosh. Somehow I try to figure out how to speak sometimes, but it's a Wayne Gretzky quote that says, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." And this quote got really popular in The Office when Michael Scott actually said the quote. But anyway, this is a pretty common quote, and I wanted to follow this up because right after I said that, on Twitter, I'm actually going to pull it up right now as I'm doing this. On Twitter, immediately after me posting this specific tweet, somebody went ahead and took the time to respond with some really cool ones. So I just want to go ahead and say these ones, or a couple of these. We have Peacefire, actually a member of our Discord, says, "Do not throw away your shot." Alexander Hamilton, which is Lin-Manuel Miranda. And then we also had from Schrodinger's shot. This is from Armin Jace. Said, "The target is assumed both destroyed and intact until the shot is taken." Regardless of how you see any one of these things, it easily applies to your life and just in general to your content and what you're doing. As a creator, one of the things that kind of gets us all bogged down is the nuance of how we do things. For example, I've worked with a lot of creators. It's been over 2 years of creating content myself and working not only with people but with businesses and trying to give them a little bit of push from that small creator standpoint and to give them the encouragement that it doesn't matter how much work you put in. If you don't start doing the work, you'll never see the fruit on the other side. So the biggest thing that I can say, or I guess the biggest advice I can give anyone who's looking to get into content creation, looking to become successful, financial freedom, any of those things, those topics, you can read articles, you can create opportunities in your brain, you can create business plans, you can set everything up in the biggest planning possible, but you will achieve nothing if you don't start. That's step one. You have to start. Even if you start and then you fail, you've at least accomplished more than if you didn't start at all. And that's the problem that I think some people have. They're so afraid of the failure that they don't actually want to start because they feel that they are going to upset, disappoint, hurt, somehow create a situation that is worse than where they were before. Let me just erase that from your mind. Number one, failure is the greatest lesson that you can ever have in your life. Okay? How many of you tried to learn a bike, like how to ride a bike earlier in your life, and you rode it perfectly the first time? Most of the time you don't. Sometimes parents put training wheels on there, and then eventually you'll fall. To get up, try it again. Okay? Maybe throwing like casting a rod, a fishing rod. I don't think I've ever seen anyone cast a rod right the first time. It takes practice. Anything that you do takes practice. Any kind of trade, welding, auto mechanic, music. These things take investment. These are just examples, but when it comes to your content, that exact same principle applies. If you're not willing to hit the record button, and if you're not willing to get started and to fail, to have your computer hit a Windows update right in the middle of it, for your camera to completely cut off and die, for your game to crash, for your fill in the blank, anything that you could possibly imagine can and will happen. The question is, are you willing to push through that and learn how to fix it? So after 2 years, I have a pretty nice setup. I'm actually sitting at home in front of my setup right now, and I have a pretty nice setup. I have a good computer. Okay, it does a bunch of content creation stuff. I have a really nice camera, probably a little over $1,000 setup on my camera, and lights and all this stuff. And I was able to invest in this because of my YouTube channel. But some of you are just starting out, and you might be thinking, wow, I watched Brandon's stream and he has all this stuff. He's not a huge YouTuber or streamer or stuff yet. Do I need that to get started? You don't. Most people have the most accessible creation device in their pocket. It's your cell phone. And you can easily upload straight to YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, any of that stuff directly from your phone. If you're not willing to get started, if you're willing to record something stupid that happens on your phone that's like that you just don't want to lose or hold on to, and you're not willing to also share something like that online, it's that easy. Most people already know how to record video, record audio. They know if it sounds good or bad, or if it looks good or bad. Just the general idea, not the nuance and the more advanced stuff, but the general idea. If you're not willing to just start, then this might not be the content creation might not be the career for you. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words there, but if you're not willing to start, then content creation might not be the career for you. So what do I close this talk out with? It's really simple. If you want to be someone who is trying to achieve, trying to be, or trying to become, and then fill the blank after that, professional artist, musician, tradesman, any of those things, content creator. If you're not willing to get started and let yourself have that moment of failure, then this might not be the career for you. Hard words and hard advice from Brandon today. I just wanted to say that regardless of how you feel about your situation right now, we support you as a community, and we're here to help guide you, and we're here to help be with you even in those failures. So lean on us, let us know. We would love to be able to be there for you. 100% of the shots you don't take, you miss. That's me taking the quote out of context, but if you're not willing to take the shot, then don't expect that you're going to get the point. That's it for today. Thank you guys. We'll catch you in the next podcast. I'm Brandon, and welcome to the darkness. We'll see you next time.